and everything.
What up?
What's going on, y'all?
What up, world?
What's going on? Welcome to the Educated Brothers Podcast.
We here.
We outside.
Another day above the ground.
Episode 30.
Hi.
Episode 34. Oh, we gonna get into it. We gonna get into y'all. As you guys can see, we have guests.
Hi. Just gonna say that and get that out of the way.
So, obviously, you guys can see we have guests. So this would be the time to let the guests introduce themselves.
I was expecting that. I'm Jalynn.
Hi, Jalynn.
I'm Tasha.
What up, Tasha?
Any plugs? Anywhere we can follow you guys outside of seeing you on this episode? No.
JalynnJalynn.
What is that? Instagram? On Instagram? Okay, yes, Instagram. We got one.
I'm on Twitter. I don't know my what's
The Wild Wild West of Twitter.
Listen, I'll find her Twitter handle and post it on that.
It's Space Cadet Tasha, okay?
All right, there we go.
Boom, 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 boom.
Boom. But like
Gang's
Dante,
here.
We all here. Like Dante said, welcome to episode 34.
34 of them.
34. We're gonna play Uno while we filming today. It took me forever to open them damn cards.
That's crazy. That wild is showing. You can't use that wild.
Oh, is it?
Nah, I gave you a card. It flipped over to a wild. You can't use that.
Oh,
Yeah, you can't use it.
That's not how we do things. But what's going on, world?
Speaking of which, since we are playing Uno, I know everyone has their own different Uno rules.
Okay.
How do you guys usually play?
I forgot.
You forgot?
Like you could put like more than 1, 2
Mhm.
if you got like different colors.
Okay.
That's
We
the
play
one.
that.
Stacking, okay.
Right.
You play 4s and 7s go again?
What the hell is that?
Exactly.
Whoa, what is
There's
that?
going to be someone who watches this video,
Uh-huh.
and they're going to be like, yo, that's the way you're supposed to play because it makes the game go by quicker.
Nah, B.
Bruh, I'm saying, me personally,
Uh-huh.
that makes the game go by too damn quick. Who the hell wants to finish a game of Uno in 5 minutes?
The only rule that I usually play with that people don't usually agree with is if there's a bunch of draw 2s, I can put my draw 4 on top of your draw 2.
Facts.
Oh, no, I respect
I
that.
like that one, though.
I respect
Why
that.
not?
Doesn't matter.
Why don't you
Because
like
I
that
might
one?
get it, and I don't.
I mean, but we got to admire the
No,
honesty. We can't be upset about the honesty.
That's a losing ass mentality. I don't want you to get it because I might get.
So it's like the rules work until it comes to Jay, and then she's like, never mind.
Yeah.
No,
Never mind. We don't play like
front,
that.
I don't want to play like that.
No, fuck that. But
So wait, just the 2, just draw 2, or you?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm okay with that. I guess.
all right, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. How y'all play with skips and reverses? How y'all feel about those?
That's usually how
You
it
put
is.
skips on draw 2s?
No,
No.
Good,
No.
good.
No, I was gonna say.
I've seen the foolishness before.
that's some bullshit.
I've seen the foolishness.
Whoever plays like that in their house, I'm leaving. I'm getting up and walking out.
Youngest first?
All right.
Oh, all right. Well, we can do
See, that's
it.
what the hell? That's what we doing? Hold up.
to the left or the right? Like,
See, no.
what's up?
She purposely said youngest first. She just called us old. That's what she was trying to do.
She called you old because I'm going second. So second youngest goes second.
Whoa. Pause. That means I was going second, first of all.
Come on, son.
Both
Check
of
your birth
y'all
certificates.
older than me.
What happened?
Both of y'all definitely
Nah,
older
it's
than me.
because she put a skip. Camera
Did
can't
she?
see it. So
So that's like a whole 7.
nah, yeah, 7 skip, right?
You know
That's
what?
what y'all play, right?
I thought that's what we doing. All right.
But we here for episode 34, y'all. We
Yeah.
just having some fun with our lovely guest for us today. Today's topic is going to be pretty interesting, if
Very
I do say
interesting.
so myself.
Very interesting.
I mean, it all depends on perspectives. Because me personally, whoa, hold up. I'm doing all this talking and I'm not doing no paying attention. It ain't that funny though. So like I was saying, I'm gonna show the camera so the camera can see. Because this what had happened. You see what had happened?
Wait, so we are playing that way?
Yeah, we playing that way.
And then what had happened was, nah, I ain't gonna pick that up.
Oh,
I'm
but
putting that down.
it's on me, right?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Tasha, damn.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's 10.
Nah,
What's
B.
the color?
Oh,
Oh.
it don't matter.
It's on
You
me.
gotta say
The
that.
color is blue.
Now today's episode is sponsored by Uno and Mattel.
Nah, don't say that. Don't say that. They are not sponsoring us, so don't you say that shit.
I'm just speaking some things out into the atmosphere because
feel you.
we talked about our goals in 2023,
All right,
brother.
we're going to manifest that. But
And hold up, matter of fact, and Jay and Tasha, y'all can attest to this. On the way over here, wasn't somebody being extra non-humble, saying that they wanted to
Hold on.
flex and do all this
you know
other
what?
wild
Since,
stuff?
since we here, since we
now
here,
all of a sudden,
since
oh
we-
man, keep your
since-
dreams low.
Since we,
Don't put that
Don't you be having no dreams.
No, I ain't say keep your dreams low. I'm just trying not to get sued. That's what I done.
Let me tell you something. Hold up, it's all
probably.
about perspectives.
Okay.
Because if we get sued by Uno and Mattel, that means they was paying attention, bro. You gotta all publicity couldn't be good publicity. Because then they're gonna be like, who they sue because of that? Boom, now they want to look for us, bro.
Go.
Gotta think ahead, man. Gotta think ahead, man.
Speaking of not being humble, your boy got promoted today.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Moneybag, you over here. Moneybag Sean over there.
I'm running things. I'm running things for real now. What up?
Ching, ching.
Ching.
Should have known that was coming.
Listen, you already know. People, I'm usually humble, but fuck all that.
Man, listen.
We heard about every promotion.
Listen.
You're only humble like to other people.
Nah, he's humble
I'm like,
to
you let
us.
us know.
Like in a sense, like he'll say it, but like it
Yeah.
won't be that big a deal. But
Okay.
like what he's getting ready to do is him not being humble no
Listen,
more. That huge flex
so-
that he's about to do.
She said that. I usually tell them about my promotions. Y'all my family. I gotta tell y'all about my
Yeah, I
family.
get it. But then
You
you
know?
did say you posted your last promotion as well.
No, I posted a picture, but it was a
Wow,
part of
so
a
you
clip.
posted
No one
it
saw it.
first, and then you told them.
No one saw it. They knew already. Don't do that. Don't do that. But anyway,
Okay, your turn. My turn.
Is it your
Tell
turn?
go ahead. No, who turn is it? You
So
got
It's my
anything
turn.
to-
in all
She
honesty-
did her cards.
Even though I'm joking and saying Mattel and Uno and all them are sponsoring us, we having a good time today, y'all. So today's
gonna
episode,
go
last
brown.
episode for
Just gonna
those
make
that
it
missed
brown,
it,
bro.
episode 33, our Pippin episode. We kind of just did what we call shooting shit. We kind of talked about whatever we wanted. We hope y'all
Facts.
check that out.
Facts.
But this episode is gonna be a little more interesting.
Oh.
Yeah. So this one is also about perspectives, because it all depends on your perspective.
Just know that topics like this usually get me really upset, but I'm not gonna be that mad.
Why?
There's no need to.
I mean, there's never really. I mean, unless it was your person in the video that we gonna be talking
Nah,
about.
if it was my person.
First of all, let me tell you something.
Who's going to jail?
Talking about something. Nah, man, we just dancing. Just dancing?
Dancing, somebody gonna die.
Dancing to that single line, that's what's gonna be happening.
So,
let me tell you.
we'll make sure that you guys can see the video we're talking about as you guys are viewing this.
we'll put that in
It'll
there.
be there. It'll be somewhere right here.
Probably
My
like
face.
Right here.
box.
Right here.
Put it
But-
in the box.
But the more you know.
The more you know.
And that's why it's good that we have females here with us today too, so we can have a female
Women?
perspective. Women. Whoa.
The thing is, that
Before we get to that, what's wrong?
Damn, son.
You
Hey.
can wait a minute.
Hey, check.
No, that's something we can speak on because you might be teaching me something.
Let's talk
I
about
don't know.
it.
I think I just read that somewhere on Twitter.
She did say she was on Twitter, y'all. Check it out.
Just feeding into it. I don't know.
I was gonna say like I want to drop some knowledge.
She's about to school me. I was going to accept it, but
Yeah, I mean-
so with women, we had these women with us. We're going to take a woman's perspective today.
Mm-hmm.
So in said video, basically they're at a function.
Mm-hmm. Looks like a bit of a barbecue party of some kind.
Functions.
Look at this video now. Again.
Go ahead, watch the
video.
video as we talk about it. Yes, go
I
ahead.
didn't get
Go
barbecue,
ahead.
but I'm
As they're watching the video, me and Dia will speak on it. So in this video that they're viewing right now, at functions, co-ed functions, they're usually men and women dancing. It is what it
Outside.
is. But this
Events.
particular dancing gets a little bit risque.
Uh-huh.
And it goes from dancing to almost like I'm trying to show you how I get down. Like, see this shit, and they just start wilding, right? So I just so happened to scroll past this shit on Twitter one day, and a lot of the girls in the thread like, "Oh, it's just dancing." So I responded, "It might be just dancing for women, but I can tell you for sure." With 100% certainty, it's never just dancing for men.
Unless he likes men. That's the only way.
the only
Because
way.
let me tell you something.
And
If you are fine and dancing on me like that, yo, we ain't talking about, yeah, man, that was a wonderful dance. Nah, like, yo, we ain't got to stop dancing. Like, the music's still going. Like, what you doing after this? Nothing? Okay, cool. You trying to go get something to eat? Cool. And we ain't going just to eat after this. After a party, bro?
Nah.
Again,
what you think.
Again, this is the mentality of a man. We thinking like, oh, we dancing like this. I'm not worried about like, oh, it was just a fun dance. Because if that's the case, the music bumping over here, I could dance by myself. Like, I don't need to dance with a woman to enjoy the song.
Mm-hmm.
So if I am dancing with a woman, I'm enjoying the song and enjoying her company. That's again just me from my male perspective. That's the way that I would look at it.
Okay.
So for me, I guess it's my mentality. If I saw, and I'm Jamaican, like I'm from the island, so that is in the culture. You know what I'm saying?
I'm from Jamaica too.
Oh my
That's cap.
I'm gonna say a word. I'm not getting very excited. And the craziest part about it is, Jay said she was, and Tasha ain't say nothing. I'm about to say, wait, hold up.
I just looked at it.
She was like, oh, we are? Okay, I guess.
They lying.
But what I was going to say is, yes, it is something that in Caribbean culture happens. Men dance on women, women dance on men, but most oftentimes it's at a party setting, carnival, something festive. This particular time looked like you were there for that when y'all went to
You were there.
Henny Palooza. Nah, he wasn't there. He wasn't there.
Not at the action.
You recorded it?
Yeah, I recorded it.
I'm going to just say that and leave that at that.
Jay trying to get me shot. hey, Big Pooh, that was not me.
I was like, Big Pooh going to watch this one and be like, oh, word?
You already,
Did you have a good time?
So, speaking of Big Pooh, we was singing a karaoke microphone the other night, and she knows Hit 'Em Up by Pac, word for word. So she got mad, and all I hear is like, that's why I fucked your bitch. I'm like, what I do, bro? You trying to get me hemmed up.
Trying to get you got, bro.
But nah.
What I was going to say is, it's not, to me personally, if the festivities call for it, I don't care. Y'all thought I was going to say like, oh, no, no, because, again, it could be my possessiveness as a man who has a significant other. And knowing how other men think. I'm not saying.
Shout out to infinity.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Shout out, you know what I'm saying? To it and beyond. And beyond.
And Thanos.
This guy. Anyway, the idea of my significant other dancing with somebody like that, my only question is, why ain't we dancing like that? And if it's, because it's just a dance, yeah, then come dance. Oh, we went out with the girls. Okay. What if, and females, women, you guys women can answer this one. I was going to say women and guys, right? Mess the whole thing up. Let's say you had a significant other, your man, and a woman was dancing on him like you see right there. And I don't want you to get angry or nothing. What would you honestly think if you saw it? And you might just be like, I don't give a fuck. I just want to know.
No, I'll be offended. Like,
Okay.
girl, yeah.
But why though? That's why I want to know. Because
It's just too much. It's too much.
it's too much
Would it be
going on.
offended?
No, because I mean, when I go to the club, I just want to have fun. I'm not thinking about.
But would you be cool with
feels.
your man dancing?
Yeah, that's what I want to
I
know.
don't know. I don't feel like I would be, but
No, not like if you saw him dancing with a woman like that.
I know. I'm saying I don't think I would be, but I guess I would have to be in that position to really know. I think.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
I mean,
That too, yeah.
it's a good answer. Me? Listen, nah. I've actually been in this situation before. It did not go well.
It's not funny.
And hey, we can laugh about it now. You know,
Because it's hilarious, bro.
you go through shit, you grow through
Yes.
shit. I used to put myself in a lot of dumbass situations.
Absolutely.
You guys are aware of that.
Absolutely. But you still our boy nonetheless. You know what I'm saying?
Good. But so when this said situation happened, same shit like the video, I was told that I was overreacting because I'm American. I'm like, really? That's what we doing here? Sure enough, the guy that was being danced on was trying to fuck. So I'm like, no. Like, oh my God.
Shocker.
Well, she knew that's different then. Okay, if they know each other, I think that's a little.
They didn't know each other.
Boundary crossing.
They didn't know each other.
They didn't know each other, but she gave him her number.
No. This all happened like at the same time. Well, let me.
Yeah, read it.
Tasha, like, I need a little bit more to
We're
go
gonna get into the story. So, we're at a party of Caribbean vibes, whatever. I'm not from there, but usually I'll interject my shit into stuff like that because I like to learn other people's cultures, be around shit, so I can know what's what. If you guys are, all our Haitian listeners, you guys are aware of like compa dancing. So they're doing that. Now, there's two styles of that you could do it. You can do it like really to a point where if you're dancing with like your aunt or grandmother to where, there's a little distance, but there's still the same motion. Or you can be really into that shit. Thighs and knees.
I wonder which one you saw.
So here I am in the corner like, okay. Oh, what the fuck is this? being told that, no, this is what's happening. I'm like, I'm watching everybody else do this shit. Nobody's this close. What the fuck is going on? Nah, this is just what happens. You're too American. You don't understand. So when the person who posted this video said the same shit underneath it, of course, I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to get that upset about it. We're going to speak on it. But that's some bullshit. Mm-hmm. So I politely responded, you know what? It's wrong of you to say that. I know Caribbean men who would fucking knock their girls' heads off by doing that shit. Now, we're not promoting domestic violence.
That's why I gave that look like, bro.
Right.
You want to talk about getting canceled by Uno and shit, man.
We're not promoting domestic violence. But my point of bringing that up, and I had to be that harsh with it, because you're aware, a lot of Caribbean men are really aggressive. Am I wrong on that?
No, you are very right.
Am I wrong on that?
Nah, you're right.
So, as much as she wanted to say you're too American, you wouldn't understand. Let a Caribbean man be in a position like that and see some shit like that going down and some other man with his girl bent over humping. You think he just gonna sit there politely and be quiet about it?
Yo, and that's my point. You know what I'm saying? But again, Tasha said that you'd feel a kind of way.
Yeah.
Because does it look too provocative?
A little bit.
A little bit too provocative, right?
Gets the people going. Nah, but
I just don't want like you were at the same party when this happened because that's a problem too.
Yeah.
Like I think there's boundaries.
The level
to
of
it.
disrespect to me personally, that's a little disrespectful.
Yeah.
Like if you're there and she's doing that, then it's like what we really doing here. At least if you with your girls, like you could defend it. My girls, when we was all dancing, I still will have a little bit of an issue, but like I get it.
It was a mixture of all
I'm
that.
standing right there though.
Yeah,
like I'm standing right there.
That's proving like it really doesn't mean anything.
Exactly.
It was
exactly.
I
don't care if you're here or not.
It was literally a mixture of all that. It was a mixture of, like you guys said, disrespect, and she wanted to see how far she can go without me being upset.
See.
And she was trying to test her limits. So when I blew up about that was literally like one of the second things I ever blew up about towards her. So now she's like, okay. So now, oh my God. We're not gonna get into why she just did that, but we're not gonna get into why she just did that.
Yo, Jay is mad funny.
Oh my God! But
shots fired.
It just clicked.
Now she gets it.
She's like, oh,
light bulb. But anyway, like I said, you go through shit, you grow through shit, and I was definitely. I take accountability for all that. I was definitely bugging at those times because I was allowing way too much to go down. Mm-hmm. But I didn't allow that moment to go down. I went off. That shit was not it. Everybody was like, oh, you should have brought it to the dude. That man don't owe me no loyalty. Why am I bringing it towards him?
Yo, it's the laws of the jungle.
Yeah, like, so I brought it to the person who it needed to be brought to. I didn't do nothing crazy. I just raised my voice a little bit.
That means a lot. I raised it just a little bit. Okay.
It went from honey to hey. But nah. So just watching that video and then just watching people constantly just be underneath it, like, yeah, men are just being insecure. It made me think of something that Hitman Holler said on Twitter like weeks before that. He was like, don't you find it funny that every time a woman is on a line saying, oh, men are just being insecure, it's always about some stupid shit they should be doing. Look, you guys went silent. You guys like, look, they're like, nah, that's not cool.
They was like, ha. They gave me the Kanye laugh.
That shit ain't funny, but
stupid shit like what are you classifying as stupid shit?
Yeah, like, what are you talking about?
Like I need to know.
Hold on, let me make sure I'm saying the right thing.
Yeah.
The stupid.
Well, I guess that's that word too, huh?
The stupid. That don't count. He said it. I'm just.
You said it first.
I'm quoting.
You said
okay,
he.
I'm quoting.
Oh, he said it. Yeah.
The word stupid.
Yeah,
I'm trying. Like I'm quoting.
New year, new you. I know.
Yeah,
I know.
Nah, I ain't saying that. I told you I don't believe in resolutions. We in lifestyle changes.
Okay.
But anyway, my man.
My man.
What he was speaking on. Man, I can't think of the right thing right now, but he was speaking on some shit that
You can paraphrase, just say.
I don't remember exactly what he was speaking on, but that's when he reposted it, he was like, I find it funny that every time women get up on here saying that men are just being insecure, it's always about some stupid shit that they're doing that they know they're not supposed to be doing. Okay. Oh, now I know what it is. Okay. He was commenting on the Meg Thee Stallion situation, because remember, she had got on the news and said she had never had sex with Tory Lanez. Mm-hmm. But then in court, she had to admit that she actually did that shit. So a bunch of women were online because guys were online saying like, "Oh, her boyfriend should be mad as hell." Cause
Nah, he
It's in
shouldn't.
the past.
All right. We're going.
We transition to that.
Transition that.
I don't think he should be upset at all.
All right, so
But she did lie.
That's a perfect transition. So
If she lied,
She
yeah,
lied to the public.
yeah, but she
Maybe
didn't lie to
told
her man.
She
that's
told him.
that's a perfect transition because do I think that we should be so worried about people's past relationships or shit they did with other people? Absolutely not. But if you guys are in a new relationship, you're getting to know somebody, and there's a situation to where you know this person is possibly have to be around somebody, or they're famous like these guys are, and your significant other looks you in your face and tell you nothing ever happened between us, but then you find out that it did happen.
Speculating. We don't know that
I
she
was
didn't
just about to
tell
say,
him.
did she not tell him?
He tweeted about this shit.
What'd he say?
Party said she never told me that they fucked.
Yeah, no, he literally.
Those was exactly right.
Yo,
Find it.
he literally tweeted like, yes, I didn't know, but I'm not going to hold it against her. That's why all the women was like, he's a confident man. And that's what made Hitman Holla say, every time a man agree with some sucker shit, y'all call him confident. But it's some stupid shit.
Well, maybe it never was brought up. That was another part of our conversation.
So you telling me
it
this-
doesn't matter.
you-
It didn't even need to be talked about.
Do you honestly believe that Meg Thee Stallion, who got shot by Tory Lanez, allegedly,
I was gonna say we still don't know what really happened. We still don't
Not a
know.
clue.
who when this situation happened, and then this man got with her after that situation while they were still going through their legal troubles, you telling me they never talked about this?
How you know that he don't know?
Oh my God,
Right.
that's kind of really.
I'm asking a question, bro.
Or maybe he's going with the court case somehow. Or I don't know. Like maybe.
Or maybe their
So-
money is just different than ours,
So-
and they don't care about petty shit like that. That's also a real thing, son.
I get that argument too, but my thing is, so she gets on the news and says that it never happens. So you think that she said that to everybody else, but told him that, hey, I
Hey,
let him in.
man, she might.
Oh my God.
We don't know.
Yeah.
My perspective is, if somebody has a past and it doesn't directly affect my present or my future, I don't care.
Right.
And I
I
understand
don't
that.
care
And
because it has nothing to do with me.
And I understand, and that's okay.
Now,
but
if
now
I
I'm
ask
speaking,
you a question,
exactly, that's what I'm getting at.
But that's different. Because if it never gets asked, then that's an omission of the truth, and that's not a lie.
But
That's
even
just
if-
not telling what happened. Now, perfect example. When we were coming here, Tasha and Jay did not know that they were cameras. But what we say,
I know.
you knew.
Right.
But then, Tasha even said that she didn't ask you.
Yeah.
So because she didn't ask you, that doesn't mean you're a bad person, right? Because
Right.
now, had you come out and been like, yeah, ain't no cameras, then yeah, you're a terrible person for lying to her. But if she never asked you, are there cameras, that's an omission of the truth. That doesn't mean you're a liar.
She would have walked in here like, what are those?
Like, that's just for show, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Those aren't recording, right? Okay.
Exactly.
They just here.
It's just here. You just see yourself.
Exactly. You just seeing yourself. That's all it is. That's all it is.
Nah, but I understand that. I get that.
Because again, for me, we don't know what conversations were had. Again, she might have told us one thing. She might have went behind closed doors and told him a whole nother thing. We don't know.
Now,
Yeah.
Now, since we're on that topic, and we spoke about this 2 episodes ago, but you guys are here, so I'll bring it up to you guys. Well, let me ask you this: have you guys followed it or paid attention to anything that's going on with it before we ask these questions?
I muted it. I was
Like, you
over
tired of
it. Like,
your-
it started coming up too much. I was like, I'm over it.
It's like,
Because of me.
whatever.
What about you,
I
Jay?
saw pieces of it, so it'd be like they're going to court, he's guilty, things like that.
Okay.
But I'm not like looking.
I mean,
into
you
it.
ain't really missed nothing because there was no like real evidence. But you know,
Exactly.
that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put you on the spot.
We still don't know what happened.
I'm gonna put you on the spot. Yeah, I think he did it.
Yeah. Well, actually, I heard a story about the best friend.
That's who
or
I think did it.
something.
I think the best friend did it.
I think.
Yeah.
I think the best friend did it.
Then
That's.
why would she blame him?
So she don't go to prison.
I was just about to say, Tasha, if you shot somebody in the foot, you willing to admit that and be like, yeah, I did that shit.
He
He
literally
might go to
might.
jail.
No,
He-
why would Meg say it was Tory?
Cause
Save her friend? She
oh,
didn't know.
see, so she don't know.
Yeah.
I'm-
She don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
what
yeah.
makes this situation 10 times worse. So Tori was fucking with the best friend first.
Oh.
Meg stepped in and fucked somebody that her best friend was already messing with. So they started beefing over him.
It's the best friend.
Case closed.
Hit the gavel. Hit the gavel. But they still sent him back to Canada and to prison. That's crazy.
That man. And they might give him like 23 years over it.
That's crazy.
So that's
son.
damn.
Yeah.
And that's what makes the shit so bad. But my thing is, in me thinking that the best friend did it, Tory on some bullshit. Because if I know I ain't shoot somebody and I know who shot him, guess who being told on?
Yeah. I'm a snitcher too.
I'm snitching.
I don't care
give
what
a damn
you,
about none of that.
Now, like I said, like I thought that what's his face was a clown. What's his name? 6ix9ine. He's a clown because he got involved in the shit and then told.
No, that's why I think he's.
That's why I think he's a clown. But if I know I didn't do some shit and I know I ain't put myself in that situation, guess who going to prison? The nigga who did it. He did.
You tell me we going to the store to go get something to eat, and you do a drive-by. What happened, sir? We was going to get some chicken wings, and he shot somebody. Yes, he did. Absolutely.
He sure
I am
did.
not going with him. No.
He got mad.
No idea.
I don't even know that man like that. Honestly, we had one class together in high school, and that's about it.
He got mad because they ain't have no hot sauce. He was like, nah. Listen, I am not. Nope.
Oh,
so
shit.
So Tory bugging because if he know that girl did it, he should have sold her ass down the river.
But again, we don't know why he didn't. Because this is why for me personally, I get why y'all muted the case. I followed it in bits and pieces because I was not keeping up with that whole thing. Once I realized that it was just a bunch of like hearsay.
Yeah.
We think this
But
happened.
to convict somebody over that is
And
crazy.
when I saw that was the verdict, I'm like, damn.
That's why,
that's wild.
He smiled. They released his fucking mugshot 2 days ago, and he was smiling. And everybody like, why he smiling? I'm like, because he's going to appeal and he's going to win the appeal. The jury had nothing to stand on, so the fact that they convicted is crazy. No one knows who shot this girl. She don't even really know who shot her. Like, because none of the shit makes sense.
Nah.
So here we are, still talking about this shit. Now, I follow it for source material. That's it. You know, we need shit to speak on. So
Nah,
I
son,
gotta
you
be
watch it
into
because you like that stuff,
Nah,
right?
nah.
You watch Bad Girls Club, all that. You
I
love the
used
drama.
to. I used
See?
to.
Believe
the
it.
first 2 seasons of Bad Girls Club was lit. I don't give a
Can't
fuck.
believe
You
it. You also
have
said
Zeus?
Friends was better
Huh?
than...
You have Zeus?
No. What the fuck?
Zeus is
I
a
love that.
network, a
Let me
TV
know.
network.
I thought Zeus was an app.
Nah, it's a TV network.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
I don't
It's
watch
like
this.
subscribe.
Nah.
It's like, what's the other? Tubo?
Shout out to Daystorm though.
yeah, Tubi.
Shout-
Yeah,
shout out to-
Tubi.
Shout out to Daystorm. I know he got some ownership in that, so shout out to Daystorm. I follow him.
Tubi?
No, on Zeus.
So how you ain't know it was a network?
Because it started off. Because Zeus started off as an app. Since you motherfuckers will be all. Like, you don't know. It started off as an app.
They have like, do you watch the Christian and
I just see the Twitter clips.
Yeah, same.
Listen, I get 90% of my news from Twitter, dog.
Well, that show's on there.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Dangerously
I know.
in Love or
Yeah,
something.
they need.
Wait, they got a show?
and they need to break the fuck out.
Yo, first of all, I thought they were done already.
No. They be beating. Yo, she.
That's what I'm about to
She
say,
hit this
bro.
nigga in the head with a Hennessy bottle, bro.
Yep.
For real?
Yep.
No,
got
but
gas in his head.
honestly, I ain't gonna hold
Yo,
you.
she hit the before you get to your point.
Go ahead.
She hit this nigga in the head with a Hennessy bottle, then went in the mirror and said, "You that bitch. Don't let him talk to you like that no more again. You gonna hit his head, hit his ass in the head again, right?"
Oh, I think I did.
That's
She was talking to
wild.
herself. I'm like, yo.
I saw it.
He had the nerve to be telling his manager, "I love her." Nah,
Yeah,
Now,
I
yo,
saw it.
yo, call it crazy though, but some people they just gravitate towards
they're
that,
into that.
and to them it works.
Yeah.
Cause that to me doesn't make any. Yo, a Hennessy bottle. Y'all see how thick a Hennessy bottle
You
is?
hit me with a Hennessy bottle. My sisters and my cousins going jump.
Yo, and then not for nothing, it probably didn't even break. It just made that bing sound, and that shit just hurt.
because them shit don't
Yeah.
crack like that.
Nah.
Bro. Yo, his shit was bust open.
Nah,
Really?
nah. And the crazy part is, it's just gonna get worse. They don't need to be together at all because
the sad part is somebody's gonna have to die before they understand it.
Oh,
I don't think so.
Nah,
yo,
but
as morbid
some-
as it sounds,
That's it.
I think
I don't wish that. I don't wish that. Absolutely.
that's
I think
not.
he's gonna leave her.
I hope so.
I don't think he can.
Honestly, I don't think he's going to.
crazy.
She has the money, or she's
No,
like,
no,
the
no,
money.
He got the money, but
But
no,
she's
she got it
kinda
now
like
too.
promote- yeah.
She getting money now.
She had a good thing going for her. She was a fucking world class athlete, dog.
So let's talk about this
Okay,
then,
what
in terms of because
did you
we
get for that?
we going this way. In terms of like relationships, right? Like let's say that these people are
Hold on,
air
she
quote
just
in
tried to
love,
cover
right?
me.
Well, what happened? What happened?
She's like, "What you get for that?" And then wrote down. You know what? But go ahead, Dante. Go ahead, that shit. Go ahead, Dante.
Damn, son.
What I was gonna
Gotta go
say
for life.
is there's certain things that people look for in relationships, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in terms of a relationship, like imagine, because I'll speak for myself. All right, I had a bad relationship before, but when I was in that bad relationship, the shit didn't seem so terrible to me because I was trying to make it work and do certain things. So I'm like, maybe it's just this person, they'll come around, so to speak. To see something like this and know what I know now, like no one's gonna change, The reason why I don't think it's going to get any better for them is because lines in the sand need to be drawn from like the talking stage. And I don't mean in a bad way. Like, you should be able to create those boundaries from the talking stage. Here's what I like. Here's what I don't. If a person respects those boundaries, cool. If they don't, let them know, hey, don't do that again. Granted, we all got those ones where it's like, I don't give a damn what it is. You do it once. We ain't doing this no more. We've all got that one kind of thing, right? So if somebody's not in it, like, advertently trying to hurt you in any way, shape, or form, and it happens, you can have that conversation. But stuff like this, personally, I don't know how anybody would allow that to be what they want in a relationship. But again, that's my perspective. For them, it probably works because they're used to the chaos. Because think about Blueface, don't he have like a bunch of baby mothers, or his last baby mother was like crazy or something like that? Not crazy, but like she used to do a lot. Not what Krishan is doing, but like
the baby mother that I can only think of was somebody he went to like he known since like elementary school, so they still have a really good relationship. And she hates the fact that she's as close to him as she is, and like he alluded to it before that he still be like fucking her, and that's the even worse part too, because like as crazy as she gets, he acts it on.
And that's what I was gonna say, because everybody, I even just said it, like everyone labels her as crazy. She's talking to herself and all that stuff, but it's like
he's pushing her.
Have you ever heard? You've probably heard this phrase before. A man made the woman go crazy, so to speak.
Yeah.
I used to not believe, like, how another person make you go crazy, and then I was like, oh nah, I get it, I get it. But that only falls in line when like more things get involved, right? If you on the first date and she talking about something, I'm gonna crack you over the head with a bottle, like you should be like, all right, I'm about to get out of here.
Like, that's the shit.
Cool, girl, you turning me on with that good time.
You wanna get married now or later? Fuck that, bruh. Nah,
this like
that's how she laughed.
Just like that.
Nah, but listen, as somebody, like I said, we be real on this show. As somebody who used to constantly put themselves in a lot of toxic ass situations,
Jay,
she can't help herself. She can't help herself.
Yo, Jay is hilarious.
But yo, I fucks with Jay because she real and you.
That's why she laughs.
You need people around you that's going to tell you some shit and not try to sugarcoat it. So, as much as me and her be beefing,
Oh my God.
But that's why y'all be beefing, because she be telling you about yourself. You don't like that.
Oh, no. I always accept it, but she goes overboard. She be wildin', bro. But I'm like, you know what?
She be getting a Hennessy bottle ready.
Like, yo, I get it. Like, damn, I get it. It's like, I said, no, but
He's just cut off every now and then.
Is that a word? That's how you feel? All right.
Nah, we not gonna get to that. She ain't speak to me for like a whole year over some shit that I didn't even know I did, bro. I'm like, damn.
You should have known that you did it, bro.
Yeah, you didn't even notice that she wasn't talking to me.
For a year though?
Yeah, it was a while, bro.
Funny.
And you say you didn't know you did it? Yes, you did, because she hit you up. Right
No,
after.
but I spoke.
No.
But to the level of what it went, I didn't know she was like that.
Wait, so
upset.
you knew that you hurt her feelings and you ain't...
He hurt my feelings. He
But-
hurt my money.
Playing with my money is like playing with my emotions. Come on, Smokey.
The even crazier part, and I know we're gonna agree to disagree, but we're not gonna get into that on this episode.
Why not? We got time.
She got her feelings hurt over a misunderstanding. She could have spoke to me about it.
What misunderstanding?
We talked about this.
Nothing was misunderstood though.
It was.
How?
She thought that I didn't want to be there.
You didn't.
I had no
Your
issue
attitude
being
was
there.
off.
But then I explained to you what
Your
happened.
attitude was...
See, look. So
The energy was just.
the
I was like,
son-
don't come next time.
like I said, something had took place prior to me coming to this event we were going to. I wanted to be there. If I didn't want to be there, I wouldn't have drove down there. It was a little distance.
Okay.
What happened was,
Oh, yeah, you did go along.
so so what
Shit,
happened?
throw that in there.
So what happened was, as we're down there, and I said a few things that I probably shouldn't have said, thinking I was. Well, I can admit to that. Thinking I was being funny, but everyone doesn't take humor the same way. So she's already feeling like, oh, his energy is off. Now he's saying this stupid shit. Oh, he don't want to be here. But in my mind, I'm like, oh, I'm just making jokes. I'm actually having fun being here. It's keeping my mind off the dumb shit that just happened. So she didn't see that. And on top of that, I had to leave early as hell the next day. I said bye to everybody, but she was
Except me.
She was getting dressed.
And what it sounds like is your fuck around was on a 10, and she showed you what happens when that goes to a 10. You see the chart, bro. Keep the fuck around low.
So she's getting dressed. How the hell am I going to say bye to her if I got to be out?
Right.
Bye,
thank
Jay.
you.
Dante, she's in the shower.
Thank you.
No, stop it.
Bye, Jay.
And I don't like shit like that because that sounds simple, but in the scenario, there's no way I was being able to do that.
Hold up.
So I spoke to the people who was outside of the bathroom.
You couldn't knock on the door, bro?
She wouldn't have heard it.
Why
The
not?
water was running?
I don't know about this.
Anyway.
It really wasn't a big deal, but everything else was.
Like I said, I own my part in it because the shit that I did say, I shouldn't have said it, but I literally was just joking. But everyone doesn't take jokes the same way. Yeah. We could have spoke about it.
We did, didn't we?
No,
After a year.
No, that's the
You're
point.
right.
That's the point. What happened was I literally spoke my piece on it the next morning, and we were in our little group chat, and I'm realizing that every time I speak, she doesn't say anything.
She was so mad, but she'll do that.
So then after like it had to be like
I'm sorry.
it had to been like 2 months of this shit happening. So I hit her up, I'm like, yo, are we good? And that's when she told me what the issue was.
Yeah.
So don't make it seem like it was the next day.
I thought you knew.
No, I had no idea.
that
Because
is
like I said, in my mind, yo, because we proceeded.
Jay was like, yeah, guys, I can't wait. As soon as you say something, I'm like, I won't be in this chat no more.
Hold up.
Right, for real.
This is what threw me off because yes, I said the stupid shit that I said when we first had got there, but we proceeded to go and have a really fun night. So I was lost.
You didn't.
Why? Because to add insult to injury. Now I'm looking at the camera. To add insult to injury.
Okay.
This is why you got to talk to people. So. I know they remember this. I got found out that same weekend that I had sciatica, so I couldn't fucking walk. I kept sitting down because my back was hurting. Not because I wasn't having fun. We were having fun.
Until after the fact, though.
Who wants to be a buzz? Yo, my young ass. My young ass.
You were regardless.
Yeah, I know I'm only 31. I was 31 at the time. Yeah, I'm only 31, but yo, I got sciatica in my back.
Damn, you should put some Bengay on that, bro. You'd have been alright.
Like that shit, and then that's not some shit you want to be sitting up there talking and bragging about. Shit like, yeah,
You
man.
shouldn't have came.
Who?
That's
her whole energy, though.
Hey,
like,
but
that was from the jump.
But that's crazy because we had fun that night. And you can't.
I had fun with my friends and everybody else.
See, that's what ultimately upset me because at the same time, for me to make that joke and understand that everyone's not going to accept your level of funniness. She never. I felt like she never tried to put herself in my scenario and understand what had happened to me coming down there.
Okay.
And that's where it was like, you know what? It's going to be what it's going to be.
That's where the disconnect was.
Clearly it's still there. Clearly it's still there.
Because she remembers that story way differently than the way you're telling it.
But that's how people, that's what perception stuff
We can ask around, too.
Who you ask around?
What? Which part?
Tasha, what's your take on
this?
this?
On the fence. Y'all can't put me under pressure.
I'm not even going to do that to you because I understand.
I wasn't
How was
there.
his energy?
Oh, wait. Yeah, your energy was off.
But did I not explain to you? So my energy was off.
Glaucoma was acting up.
Right.
So my energy was off the entirety of the time we was there. Tasha, my energy was off the entirety of the time we was there.
I mean, it was different.
All we did-
It was real different. Like, you usually,
And all we did was the
Usually like this.
The
And she said you walking
attraction.
like this. She said you walking there like this. Like, that's the energy you gave
what's
off.
up?
and he was walking in the back of the group. I was like, well, you go ahead and stay in the back because I'm going to have fun.
Listen.
Oh, okay.
Ho.
And I also had an issue with you at one point.
Me?
What happened?
Oh, I didn't even know.
But she just be creating beats in her head, bro.
I didn't even know.
Yeah, wait, but
But we don't really talk to you, so it didn't matter.
I remember.
Exactly.
Oh, shit. I
But
did
you were
something.
cut off for
I was cut off.
ever.
I was cut off, America. I don't know what I did.
I don't even know
But
what you're talking about.
hey.
We were like, we were planning a whole thing.
Yeah.
And then
it was
he
the
like,
playoffs,
he just didn't
All-Star
come.
game.
What year
Oh,
was this?
this
I don't
sounds
know.
this sounds very familiar, actually.
See?
And I
And I was like, bet. He's not invited to anything else.
Yeah.
When?
That was pretty much how it went down. It was like.
I vaguely remember there was something that I think you had invited me to that y'all were planning. And at the time, I very remember I was with my ex. And I didn't want to go nowhere. So instead of just saying like, nah, I'm not trying to go out, I was like, yeah, I can't make it. And now I'm understanding Jay a little bit more. She don't like that. I'm understanding Jay a little bit more. She don't like that. She don't like that.
At least a day ahead, right?
Be straight up.
At least 24/7, 24 hours before.
Jay just like being mad though. You good?
No.
24 hours before.
That's decent.
See, these
like
are the preferences we talking about.
But this would kill me. So,
Maybe, because what if I want to go out and I wanted to have a 4-group person? I
That's
gotta
true.
scramble and find my 4th person.
You're right.
Do you like structure, Jay?
Yes.
See, I'm learning more about people, and like people who like structure, they don't like when they structure is fucked with. They do not like that.
and I understand
If
that.
there's a plan in place,
Yeah.
and one thing don't go according to that plan, they don't like
Now,
that. They don't like that.
In her not speaking to me, I started to learn that about her too, and that's crazy because at that point we knew each other for mad long.
Yeah.
But she envisioned in her mind, we're all going out, we're going to have a good time.
and that's-
here you go in the back of the group. You know what? Forget it. Stay back there. I get what.
That's why
I'm understanding her mindset.
That's why I always accepted my part in it. But I just was upset with her because she didn't want to hear me out at all. And I thought that shit was messed up.
Yeah, Jay is very much my way of the highway. I get it. I get it.
And I'm like,
I
damn, because the shit that went down, I went through some real shit. I went through some real shit that night, and I'm like, don't do that, man. Like, like, don't do that.
Man, fuck you.
Like, man, fuck your feelings, all that. And then I'm like, you know what? I know the type of person I am. I wasn't gonna hold on to it, so I'm like, you know what? Let me own up to what my wrongs was. Apologize, which I did.
You know what's funny though? I said that. I was like, Jay, but he apologized. She's like, okay. And I'm gonna take my time to accept it.
Yeah.
And that's,
everybody tried to be like, he said it's
Yo.
okay.
She's like, and what? What does that have to do with me?
Right.
And that's
Like,
what-
I'm not ready to accept this.
and that's what made perception so crazy because I was under the impression that I was having a good time
Until I started periodically seeing, like, wait a minute. Every time I say one word, she just don't say nothing after that.
The night was so good for me, at least. I woke up the next morning, my back was feeling better. I went to the gym and worked out. Like, I went and worked
You
out.
said that, actually.
Yeah, I'm like, yo.
Yeah.
That's why she thought you was faking.
Yeah, yo. So, I walked back up to the room after I worked out. She was in the shower. I speak to Jay and Nicole. I'm like, yo, I know Jay's in the shower. I gotta be out because it was literally getting time to it. We were so far away. I had to dip.
Yeah.
So I'm like, she in the bathroom and shit. She a female. I'm a woman. Excuse me. She a woman. I'm not about to interrupt her shower time. That's why I'm thinking. So I
You
dipped.
didn't have to come.
I wanted to be there. Like I had no problem being
Not
there.
according to your energy, you didn't.
Listen, you live and you learn. You live and you learn. All I'm saying is, and since we speak, you brought it up. I didn't bring it up. But since we,
Win.
she's the one that jumped into it.
I think Jay bought
Jay
this one.
definitely
Yeah, I
brought
think
it
Jay
up.
bought this one up.
So she's like, what? And like, yeah, she brought that shit up.
I think she bought that one up.
Since we are on this topic, can you admit that a little part of you should have possibly understood where I was coming from once I did apologize for my part in what happened?
No.
At all?
I just really think you shouldn't have came.
Wow.
I mean, if you don't want to go, you just.
But I wanted to come.
Okay.
It just all was sus. It was like you always roll with Grace, and then it was like you just randomly didn't invite her. We all were expecting you to invite her, and then you didn't invite her, and then later on it became an issue that you didn't invite her. So we're like, well, why didn't you invite her?
And now this is why I'm so happy.
Then the story
Right.
evolves. There's more.
And this is why I'm so happy my memory is so good. Jay ordered the tickets and they sold out. That's why Grace couldn't come.
Yes, but you never said Grace is gonna come, so we would have just bought everybody's ticket.
Now, if I go and dig, because I still have those messages in my phone.
If you go and dig, you'll see me ask a million times.
No.
Who is coming?
That's not.
Who is coming? This is the day we're going.
That's
this
not
is
what
we're
happened.
doing.
That's not what happened, and that's not what happened.
What happened then?
What happened was you asked. Hey, you guys want to come? And you guys are always getting at me for this. I don't always answer you guys right away because I don't see it all the time. When I looked into the phone, you had already ordered the tickets.
Each other like 2
You're a
seconds after
lie. You're a damn lie.
I will pull this shit up, Jay.
Yeah, it seems like this was a while ago, so I don't really want to wait for you to pull it. So like, if you can find it in 2 seconds, then that's fine. But like, we can talk about it in the car.
We definitely could. And I'm going to leave it at that. We're going to get off of it. But I have to do shit like that because obviously what she just said could have been like, oh, why you want to be around your girl? I wouldn't have did that to her. I went on the website right after this shit happened and tried to buy it and they were sold out.
I just don't get it. Because I bought your ticket, so you could be like, oh, buy 2.
You bought it, and then I said afterwards, I'm surprised you don't remember this shit. I jumped in like, yo,
I wasn't there, so I can't get
I'm
you back.
talking to them.
You're cut off at that point.
Yeah, I was cut off. Yeah, I was in the dungeon. I didn't even know I was down there. I didn't even know I was cut off. I'm over there like, hey, Jay. Jay's like,
Right,
I was like, oh, okay, that's just her way of saying hi to me. Okay, cool.
Nah, but and that's where a lot of the problem started. But like I said, it's old news. I don't want to get into that. Me and Big Pooh are really good. Me and Jay are really good. That's the homie. But people have misunderstandings. You feel me?
It happens.
And that's why it's good to have good people in your life.
Exactly.
Because eventually they'll forgive you, right, Jay?
Nah, she still clearly hasn't forgiven me.
For real.
She just chose to move on from it. There's a difference.
I was trying to see if I could sneak that one in there, but nope, wasn't gonna work.
As soon as you
Wasn't
said it,
gonna
she's
work.
like,
Some people can
do you
forgive,
forgive
but
Dante?
Yeah, he's alright.
I'm in there. I'm in the eye. I'll take eye. From
Because it wasn't that deep. It wasn't that deep.
Okay, I can take the eye. I can take the eye.
It didn't cost me anything that you didn't tell me.
Damn.
money.
She ain't letting that one go, bruh. I honestly want to see when we leave out of here if you can find that message to see, because I want to know how it plays out. We can talk about it in the next episode. I want to find out how this plays out.
The even crazier part, like even in the apology, she literally said while she was like cursing me out, I don't even remember half the shit I was mad about.
Did you really?
but I just know that I'm still upset, and you got to give me time to get over it. I'm like, yo.
Yeah.
Hold up.
Yeah.
What?
Honestly, it was good because I usually don't tell people anything either.
And I respected it for what it was. I didn't, and the whole time she's going off, not once did I like blow up about it or try to get mad.
Wait, but why would you blow up?
You don't know.
From his perspective, he was going through it, and nobody was trying to understand where he was coming from.
And that's my thing, because I've spoken on this to them before, and I've apologized to you guys about it before, because there was a point in time that every time I would go through some shit, that's when I would get more talkative, be saying shit.
You ain't never apologized to me when you did it.
Don't do that shit. Because we were all like that with each other.
He ain't never talked to me, never a day in my life. As soon as he going through it, yo, bro, come on, man, let's go out to Buffalo Wild Wings, go to the strip club afterwards. I'm like, oh, damn, you want to be outside now.
It's like, nah. Apparently, this is the full of shit podcast. So, nah. But,
it's like, nah, I joke, bro.
So that played into it. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, all right, shit, damn. Because like I said, when I do something wrong, I own it. I knew I was doing that. I wasn't catching it in the moment, but once they pointed it out, I'm like, you know what? That's not right of me to do it. So then now this moment added on to it. I'm like, fuck. Like every time I'm around, some bullshit happen. So I'm sitting up there like, yo, just hear me out. Just hear me out. She wasn't trying to hear none of that shit. I'm like.
But see, this is my point about relationships. They don't got to be romantic relationships. They can be friendships. Yeah. Like if a friend is telling you how they want certain things and it don't happen that way, well, that's, that's how she wanted it to go this way. Mm-hmm. And you know her in terms of her personality. So it's like if you know that she has a plan for something and it's not going according to the plan, you have to let her know. Right. I'm learning that the hard way too. Coming up out the dungeon after getting cut off. If there's a plan in place for Jay, you got to make sure that if you're going to change the plan, she needs time to know that the plan is going to change.
So she can.
A part of the reason why I apologize, because like I said, in knowing going into that trip that every time I would come around them, it was always some bullshit going on. I'm thinking to myself, I'm not bringing it up. It was fresh, and I was still trying to figure out if it was going to be something that I was going to hold on to with the situation that happened, or if it was something I was going to get over. But I just knew that I'm constantly telling them negative shit every time I'm around. I can't do it. But my mistake was, and I've always had this issue, is that I don't sometimes, most of the times, don't know how to have a poker face on when I'm going through shit. So typically when I'm going through something, you see it. Mm-hmm. And that was the mistake. And that's when they brought up, your energy was off. I'm like, I get it. And then I'm just going to say the dumbass joke. I can't keep saying the joke.
There we go.
So
I make a joke at some point. Once we get off the air, you can tell me if that's the case.
When the tickets were purchased, there was this guy that I worked with who wanted to go. Mm-hmm. But like I said, the shits was sold out. Uh-huh. We get down there. We're in the room. We chatting it up. We drinking. And I know what I said.
I know. I was like,
yeah.
So
it sounds so fun. Where was I?
Like, where?
Damn it.
For real.
That shit makes me feel even worse because that means I threw off the entirety of this trip. But so something was said, and all I remember saying is, "Damn, like I should have sold that dude my ticket and got more money from it." And
stranger. We don't
a
even
stranger,
know.
right?
I promise you. I promise you, from the bottom of my heart, it was a dumbass joke. I didn't mean it, but
After his energy was already off.
From her immediate.
So a good question is, Jay, if his energy was good and he told that joke, would you have been upset at him for telling the joke?
Probably not. I'm like, why would you do that? Well, I'll probably get attitude still, but.
A part of things that I go through internally while I'm thinking about shit is that I often try to put myself in other people's shoes when I'm thinking about shit. And that's why when she pointed out, I'm like, I apologize, but hear me out.
Nah, I ain't trying to do all that.
And that's what it was. That's all I was hearing. Like, nah, you good. I'm like, damn.
Right.
I'm like, shit.
Oh gosh.
Like,
moral of the story: don't get on Jay's bad side.
Listen,
that shoulder gets very cold. That shoulder gets very cold.
She need to warm that shit up. Because friendships are two-sided. They're not one-sided, all right? I'm owning my shit, all right?
Oh, my God.
She's like, yes, you are.
Anything? You ever been mad at her?
I had no reason to.
No?
Never, not once?
The only thing I was mad at her was for not understanding what I was going through.
Right.
Like, but at the same time, like I said, I've always been able to own my fault and shit. So I understood why she was upset. Did I agree with her not talking to me for that long? No. But I'm like,
but you also didn't apologize. Well, you didn't know. Never mind.
I didn't. How apologize for shit I didn't know? Like,
you're right. We had this conversation.
I legit didn't know.
Right.
Had you not said, yo, you brought light to it.
What'd I say?
But you didn't want to speak on it because it wasn't your issue. Usually you on the fence about shit. You don't want it.
Literally always.
So I'm like, I know that you're like that, so I'm like, let me not put you in it. I went to the source. And the source.
What?
I said, I wonder what you said.
Me too. Was it in the group chat?
No. Me and you talked about that on the side.
I was like, Jay's
remember,
yeah, I probably did. I was like, Jay was not talking to me.
Because remember, I hit you up. I'm like, yo, Jay's not responding. And then I thought something was wrong. I'm like, yo,
would I really be responding normally if anything was going
That's
on?
my point. So I knew what it was. I just had to clarify that it was that.
Right.
And as soon as you told me, I'm like, shit.
Fuck.
So,
and then you can't just say a simple "I'm sorry," because
and
Jay's like, that's great.
Bro,
I can't do nothing with that. So
no, it was thoroughly explained. I think you did the voice thing, right?
I appreciate it. I just like I said, I need time.
That's how sincere I was sorry. Like, they don't have iPhones. I had to do a fucking voice note and send it through a text message. I'm like, because I opened the voice note of like, yo, I'm sending the voice note because I need you to hear it in my voice. Like, yo, my bad.
Listen to the sincerity.
Mind you, he did that take like 8 times. He's like, that's the best one. That's the best one.
All right,
well, it wasn't that
deep. I got to sob a little more. Jay, please talk to me. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one.
Trust me, it wasn't that deep. It was either she's gonna accept that shit or she wasn't. And she said in her piece, she was like, yo, I'm still not over it. It is what it is.
But see, and then in that regard, I guess it's kind of, you got to just wait. It's squashed because you said your piece.
I didn't fight on it.
No, but I know. But what I'm saying is, like, if she says like, I just need time,
I gave her that.
Then that's all you could do.
I gave her that
because you can't sit up there and be like, Dad, you still mad about that? Because like you're not her.
When they went out that summer, and I got the invite. I'm like, all right, we good.
yeah. When was that though?
I don't know.
What was
you guys went to Hoboken to Taco Place.
And you didn't come.
But hold up.
Oh damn! Don't bring. Why you bringing shit up?
Nah, but once again, look, don't do that. Once again, not understanding shit. Jay, why?
And I planned it again.
No. But he picked
Jay's
the day.
face is hilarious when she does
And
that.
you picked the day.
Are you guys forgetting why I didn't come?
You told us, but still, you picked the day.
But whatever.
Look, once again, like people, it's two-sided.
Hey, I wasn't there. I wasn't there. I was probably still on probation at that time, so I don't know.
I think you wouldn't be invited until today. I'll start inviting you.
Okay, good. I'm finally on probation, guys. Finally, but I still got to tread lightly. I still got to tread very lightly.
But you know the rules though, so you might be good.
See, because now I know if I'm going to switch anything up, I'm gonna just have to tell the other thing, like, yo, I'm not gonna tell Jay no. So like, I'm sorry to you, because like,
the next day she invite me to, I'm like, nah, I ain't coming.
No, that's okay. You just gotta let her know in advance.
Don't say yes and be like,
I'm like, yo, I'm with the shits, and then I'm gonna gas it up for like a week. I'm gonna gas it up all the way to the point. As soon as we get to the day, I'm like, yo.
But you've done that before.
My back is acting up.
Right, for real.
My car blew up.
These are all things that happen.
Yeah, for real. Like, this is all valid.
Nah, realistically, I think I haven't shown up to like 2 things, but it just those 2 things were so magnified because they happened like right after each other. That's what made it so like, all right, you on some bullshit.
Yeah.
But
the second was not magnified. You picked the day. Like,
but did you guys understand why? Did you truly not understand why I couldn't come?
I forgot.
It was.
They remember when they mad at you though.
Right.
Like,
No, I just knew he picked the day. Like, why pick the day if you know you're busy?
That
don't make
That was
sense.
the thing. I wasn't. But Grace's mom's birthday, they planned something. How the hell I'm gonna tell my girlfriend's mom, hey, I can't come to your event?
Say it like that.
Yeah.
I mean, you could.
I said it like that to them, but clearly they didn't remember. It was just, oh, this motherfucker ain't come again.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't that serious, but it was funny. We're like,
Right.
it's real funny. You picked the day.
You really picked this day. Like, Friday would have been better for me, but okay.
Yeah. You picked it was like a Sunday. We're
Because
like,
I
we
was
could
off.
have went a whole another day.
I get weekends off. I was free.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness, bro.
Bro, and
it sounds like a lot of these things you walk yourself into.
right
said
into
that
it.
though, right?
Yeah,
Did you say that?
it looks like you
put
walk yourself
yourself
into
in.
these
Yeah.
situations.
And that's why I'm aware of it. I'm like, you know what? I gotta do better. But like I said, shit is two-sided. It ain't just me all the time.
I mean, we did hear one apology.
Listen,
Well, what did you have to apologize for?
Yeah, I don't know.
Nah.
You know what?
But not
I
understanding.
just got off probation, so I'm chilling. Jay, you're right. You're right.
Jay, you good.
You good. You good. You can be mad if you want to. Yep. See? Yep.
You have that right.
What are you? Are you an Aries?
Pisces.
What's that?
Water
March.
sign.
That's a water sign.
Yeah.
Oh, March. Okay.
Why? What's up? You a water sign too, bro?
yeah.
Yeah, but he's a different.
You're
He's like a
Scorpio.
Scorpio.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's your sign, Jay?
He's
Aries.
an Aries.
Oh, you know what?
Fire
Libra
sign.
over here.
I
That's
get
why I'm
it.
on the fence.
That's why you always.
Fence.
You know what
Like,
it is, bro?
well,
Aries. There's some hotheads.
Yes.
Every Aries I know is a high.
Same. I grew up with one. My dad's an Aries,
Oh.
and I've only seen him mad probably 3 times, and all of them were like explosively mad moments. One time, you remember Deshaun from the high school?
Yes.
He thought he was blood.
Oh,
We was in 9th grade. I had invited him. I used to walk with him and like Chaz and all them to the school or whatever the case is. He came to my house one day. I'm upstairs getting changed for school. My boy downstairs rummaging through my fridge,
Okay.
taking out juice boxes and shit. My dad came downstairs and seen this. I'm in my room, door closed, changing my clothes. My dad was like, "What the fuck you think you doing in my refrigerator?" This is not his son.
Your Jamaican sauce from your mom, right?
My Jamaican sauce from my mother. Yeah, my dad is straight American. My dad's straight American. He don't play none of that shit. So he seen him in the fridge or whatever. Literally hit him with the jazz. It was like, yo, you gotta go. You gotta get the fuck about my house, bruh. So I'm getting changed. He knock on my door. I hear everything going on. He knock on my door. Dante, don't you ever invite that nigga. His exact words. Don't you ever invite that nigga to this house ever again. My dad don't talk like this ever.
And the
And
funny,
I'm sitting there like, okay, dad.
the funny,
all right.
the
I've
funny
never
thing
seen
is,
him that mad
I only
before.
know your dad to be real polite. Like, hey, how you doing?
You've only seen that side of him
That's
because
crazy.
he doesn't get mad, but when he do, it's explosive.
now you let me never step on his bad
Yo,
side.
that's why I rarely got in trouble with my parents, especially my father, because as soon as I knew he was gonna know, I don't want those problems. He got like a hothead with me when I was like 7, put the fear of God in me. I never wanted to cross this man ever again, yo. Never wanted to. So when he be like, Dante, did that happen? I lied one time. He be like, Dante, I'm asking you one more. Never mind, yeah, no, it didn't happen that way, Dad. What actually happened was blah, 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 blah. Yeah.
Listen,
Y'all
so
Aries, y'all
But
cool.
they respect honesty. I think
Yeah,
that's what it is.
It
Yeah,
boils
at the
down
end of the
to
day.
y'all are hotheads, but y'all don't go around swinging off on people. It's just you are who you are. You like what you like, and you don't like to be crossed. And when you get crossed, the hammer comes down.
and some people just need to understand that life happens and we're not in control of everything.
Nobody talk about the Scorpio.
Anyway.
All I think it's about
But
this.
yes.
Oh!
Our parents are Scorpios, so we know.
Damn.
We know.
Do you guys think that of me?
Yes.
Well,
That's
there
honest.
I'm
you
not
have
being
it.
humble this year. I'm bragging about my accomplishments.
So what? Do I? You know what? Whatever.
And on that note, ladies and
Listen,
gentlemen,
before we close out this episode, all jokes aside, I can honestly say if the 3 of these people weren't in my life, I don't think I'd be here today.
gang gang.
There's a reason why I go to y'all with all my shit, because I trust y'all. I know y'all gonna tell me what I need to hear, not what I want to hear. Even if you spend a year not talking to me.
I'll be here in a year.
It
Next
was-
time it's gonna be 364 days.
I'm definitely gassing. It wasn't a year, but it was a long time.
I mean, it could be worse.
but-
You could have like not have known you was cut off the whole time and just found out today.
But nah, I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I love all three of y'all.
Yes.
Y'all know that.
You my dog.
I'm happy y'all was able to join us on the episode. We supposed to finish the game. We didn't.
Hey, but no, we talked about this last episode that this was gonna happen. We was planning for us to play for a little bit, and y'all was gonna get comfortable, and then we was just gonna start chatting. And it happened that way. So I'm glad we was able to talk about a bunch of different things between relationships, friendships, lines being drawn in the sand.
How Scorpios suck.
Forgiveness.
But nah, seriously. Hopefully we have y'all back again. On that note, no talent beat. Play us out. We'll see y'all again.
Holla.